In this next part of our number guess app project, we'll add some more conditional code to our guess check function to check for guesses that might be too high, higher than our secret target number. If that's the case, we'll change the feedback displayed on the screen. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started with the coding. In your code, scroll down to line 88 and tap right behind that closing curly brace, underneath where we had typed the feedback guess is too low. Type a space after that closing curly brace. Type else if. And when you see that pop up on your code snippets, go ahead and tap return. Leave a space, and the condition that we're going to check is whether or not our guess, which is again where we're storing that value, that is an integer and a valid number between 1 and 20 that the user has put in. Go ahead and tap return when you see guess pop up on your code snippets. Leave a space, and we want a greater than symbol. So we're going to check and see if guess is greater than the value being held in our variable target number. When you see target number pop up on the code snippets, go ahead and tap return. Then add a space and an opening curly brace. That should take care of our error messages. And let's go ahead and tap return to move that closing curly brace down another line. So if neither of our first two conditions are true, if the guess does not equal the target number, and if the guess is not less than the target number, we're going to check this third condition to see if the guess is greater than our target number. If that is true, we will do what is inside of our curly braces. So let's add a comment. Start with 2 backslashes and a space. This code will check for a high guess and change the feedback. Go ahead and tap return at the end of the line. And on line 90, go ahead and type feedback. When you see that pop up on our code snippets, go ahead and tap return. We're going to set the value or assign the new value of feedback to what we type on the right side. We are going to type a string, so leave a space and type a quotation mark. That's going to give us a closing quotation mark. And let's have our feedback be your number is, leave a space, and then again we're going to use string interpolation to insert the current value of our variable user guess into this string. So we need a / and then parentheses. So type an opening parenthesis, that will give us a closing parenthesis. And inside of those parentheses, the value that we want to insert is the value that's being stored in our variable user guess. When you see user guess pop up on your code snippets, go ahead and tap return. That will also take care of our error messages. And then carefully tap behind the parentheses, but inside of the quotation marks. Let's finish up our feedback. Go ahead and leave a space, and then add a dash and another space. And the rest of our feedback will be guess is too high. And that completes our third set of conditional code in our checkGuess function. So in this case, we are checking to see if our guess is greater than the value being stored than our secret target number. If it is, we will do the code inside the curly braces. And if that is not true, we'll skip the code inside of our curly braces. It might not be true if our value that's being stored in guess is equal to target number or less than target number. So if one of these previous conditions is true, then we won't run the code inside of our curly braces in our third condition. Go ahead and tap behind the closing curly brace on line 91 and tap return twice to leave a blank line in there. This brings us to the end of this section of our Number Guess app project. In the next section of our app project, we'll write the code to end our game if our user has used up all of the guesses that are allowed and have not guessed our number.